Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome back to Beyblade or Burst. I'm your host, Michael Nightwing, and I just wanted to do a quick little, just a video about my thoughts on the upcoming HASBRO line of Beyblade Burst Surge Speedstorm. So I'm going to start up here with Mirage Fafnir here, right? So this is the HASBRO Mirage Fafnir, which I think looks pretty dope, looks pretty spot on in my opinion. I'm excited for the fact that it's going to have the rubber. That's obviously something that Fafnir's been lacking for a while when it came to HASBRO. They did him dirty with Geist. They did him dirty with Wizard. So I'm excited for that. Obviously, we know this is not the 2S chassis. So let me pull up that photo for you so I can show you exactly what we're looking like here. It looks like 1A. So they gave him the 1A chassis for some reason. I'm not sure why they couldn't give him, 2S. But I'm also interested because 1A, for chassis when it comes to Kiritomi is only for right spin because it has these little, protrusions, these spikes right here. So I'm interested to see how it's going to act as a disc because I haven't tried the ones I have now. So how is it going to act as a disc on a left spinning Beyblade? It also comes with nothing. It looks like a pretty high nothing. I hope that the spring in this is a lot springier than they did the absorb slingshot version because that one was just way too difficult for the gimmick to actually activate. But I'm interested to see how they're going to do this. Yeah, I'm just interested. See, I should have a picture of the back as well, so I can show you all that one, so you can see what this thing's supposed to look like in its entirety. No, I guess I don't have the picture. All right, so I don't have a picture of the back of the box for Mirage Fafnir. But that's okay. We know Mirage. So let's move on over to Raid Luminor, right? So this is Raid Luminor. We know for a pretty solid fact this isn't going to be metal. It's going to be plastic. But all in all, it looks pretty solid, especially when it's compared to the Kiritomi version. What I do find interesting is I want to see how this disc acts, right? How is this disc going to act? Because we see the driver here is, it's destroy. It's a very high destroy. So that's going to be interesting to see how it moves around the stadium. It looks kind of weird, just a little long to me. But I'm interested to see how this disc acts as well. Will they line up well? Because you see right here, it says fused attack power, but they're really spaced out, with the actual 3A chassis setup. It clicks real tight. And this doesn't look like it. I feel like Drake probably would have been a better option. Or, when you get yours, if you can swap it out for the... Like, why didn't they just do the full-on to Kiritomi Drake instead? I think that would have done a lot better. So I'll probably be swapping this out for a TT Drake just to see how it goes. But all in all, I'm not too, dissatisfied with it. The attack power is supposed to be 10. Weight 10. I doubt all of that. We all know how that goes. Let's see. Who do we have next? Who should we talk about next? Let's take a look at this boy. So this is Vex Lucifer. Now, a lot of folks, when I posted the picture, like this photo the other day, did not like the name. They thought it should have stayed Variant Lucifer. Now, I don't know what variant may mean outside, a variation, but Lucifer is the devil. So, as we already know, HASBRO is not doing any videos or making any Beyblades that are titled The Devil. Just go back to Dragon Ball Z. Hercule in Japanese is Mr. Satan, right? Mr. Satan. Now, they were not naming him Mr. Satan when it came to the American Dragon Ball Z. So that's why he ended up as Hercule. All right. So if you don't like the name Vex Lucius, I get it. Vex is vexing. It's, kind of evil. Lucius, when I hear Lucius, I think of Lucius from the show Power with Terrence Howard. But that's neither here nor there. You all may not have even seen that show. It is interesting just looking at how the colors are supposed to be when it comes to the 2D disc. Now, I think 2D looks pretty dope, especially how thick it is. So it's going to be a very solid, deep. It looks like 00 with wall, in my opinion. It looks like 00 with wall. So I'm interested to see how that holds up as a defensive type because it's given it a 12 defense. And also the driver Drift. I'm interested to see how no, actually this should be Morbius. So how Morbius is going to be. It should still be free spinning, but you know, we know sometimes Hasbro does their own thing. We saw that with the Slingshot version of Orb Ingard. You know, they got rid of the rubber and made it just straight plastic. So we never know what's going to happen with that one. But again, it has fused attack power. So that seems to be the gimmick for all of these. Fused attack power, fused attack power. But the colors are obviously off. This one's printed out red. It may just be a difference in the actual photo taken, but it's supposed to be pink. But whatevs. That's neither here nor there. Let's take a look here at this, though. This is supposed to be Abyss Devilos D6. Now, I'm okay with this. It looks very similar to the second prize bay. One thing I do like about Hasbro that they do is they make sure you can get the prize bays and non-prize bays for the same $7.99 as anything else. They don't have you getting, you know, random boosters and whatnot. Yeah, I think it looks solid. It looks cool. Abyss Divolos stock combo for TT is pretty trash. So I think this is probably going to be the same, you know, trash. But it looks good. It's cute, so I give it that. It's definitely cute. Yeah, we see right here, these are supposed to be screws, but they just kind of kept the mold. But whatever. You know, a little lazy. But it's still kind of true. I don't understand why they don't, like right here, like why did they not just paint that to be silver looking? But like they did it for Glide Rocktavor. They could have done it for this one as well. I am interested in seeing this, though. Mainly for the Spiral Trap Tomb. Has this very interesting, like, I don't know, like Captain America shield kind of look to it. I'm not sure what's going on with this, but it's an interesting dual pack. Lord Hydrax. Now, look, I'm very disappointed in this, you know, the Lord layer just in general when it comes to the way Hasbro did it. No rubber, super hollow, super light, very weak, bursts like nobody's business. But you can't say it's not pretty. I can give them that. They did a very good job making this thing beautiful. And this Hydrax looks pretty cool as well. And let's see. Let's move along on to So this is something I find interesting here. This Curse Devilos D6. Like, why would I buy this? What's the point of buying this, right? So shock absorbing perimeter, but what I'm not liking is how they're utilizing the exact same disc over and over again, just different colors. So essentially it's just like the Takira Tomy 1D disc over and over and over again, different colors. But why would I get Cursed Devilos? Like, for what reason when I can just get Cursed Tomb? That'd be good to go, because the thing I think is going to be interesting with Hasbro that's coming up is just the fact that they're mixing and matching all these parts. And eventually you're just going to say, why am I buying this? Like, I'm not going to buy this at all because I have Curse. I'm going to have Devilos. I don't need a Curse Devilos D6 with a 1A and whatever this driver is. I don't need it. So it's, I don't know. It's pretty, though. I give it that. It has a very Joker look. So very Joker, Jinx, Harley Quinn kind of look to it. Again, super lazy. They could have definitely filled this in right here with some silver. But who am I? Because I don't pay for the bays to be made. Now, this I do find interesting. I don't know what this disc is, but I want it. Like, look at this disc. It's like, I've never had it before. Looks like there's a D on it. I'm not sure. I want that disc, though. I just want it. I just want it. This color scheme right here, what is this? What is this? Demise Saturn. So, essentially, they took Saturn. They just mixed and matched the layer and the chip. So, okay with that. I want the disc, and the driver, of course, is Destroy. But I'm interested to see it's SPM, so it has the metal in it. So I'm interested to see how that holds up. Because does the heavy metal hit? So it does come with the metal as well. Let's take a look. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So Draseal F. You know, I love Plastic Gen. That was the first ones I had. I love it. I love it. I love it. I just wish they made them better. That's all I can really say about that. Just wish they made them better. It's kind of embarrassing how quick and easy they burst. I wish they really upgraded them to be competitive in a sense. Now, we're here at Demise Devilos. This one's rocking, what, 1B? as the disc. So I think that's decent. I am interested in the driver though, just because the driver itself, we're not sure whether or not it's going to actually have the rubber that comes with the Unite driver. I don't see why they wouldn't give it the rubber, since they gave Brave Valkyrie, or excuse me, Brave Valtrek the rubber. But again, Hasbro does what Hasbro does, and no one knows what Hasbro does until Hasbro does it. So we just have to wait and see on that one, right? Let's see. Anything else we have here that looks super dope? This little Cobra thing's cool. Flare Cobra. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. If I'm not mistaken, the Takira Tomy version has these little balls on the sides that go out when it's spinning, and go back in when it's like losing some spin. So it's supposed to give it more stamina, but obviously the Hasbro version doesn't have that. So I don't see myself buying this because, yeah, I just don't. Maybe. Nah, I probably will. Knowing me, I probably will. This right here, though, what is this? Colossal Faenir. Again, not seeing, like, again, they mixed the parts up. That's cool. I like the purple color. It's very nice. But they did the same thing with the disc. Just recycled the disc all over again. Gave us the convert disc here. Mix this up here. So it's lazy, in my opinion. Pretty lazy. So let's see. So we got this one here. This one's interesting. Mainly just because this Mirage Helios looks very like Spider-Man-esque. But so because Mirage Helios, wheel, and nothing. So essentially this is probably just would be, in my opinion, a better version of Mirage Fafnir. Right? You get wheel, which would be a better stamina disc than 1A. You still get nothing. And you get a funky little color. Now, I do wish... Oh, actually, hold up. Let's take a look here, though. So that's the Unite... Oh, yeah, this is going to be plastic. So that's the Unite driver there. And as you see, this looks like plastic. So it looks like we're getting a plastic Unite driver. I'm trying to see whether or not Fafnir comes with a... Nope, it's still plastic. So it's just plastic on plastic. So I'm thinking, why spend the money for this Fafnir where you can get the Helios version, the cool little Spider-Man look to it? I don't know. I'm interested to see where Hasbro goes. As we know, Takira Tomy is backing themselves into a corner when it comes to power. But I think what Hasbro is losing at is they're being compared to Takira Tomy, which obviously makes sense on our end, but it's not so good for Hasbro simply because they're two completely different entities to be played two completely separate ways. So Hasbro is continually trying to show themselves as different when being compared to Takira Tomy, but it's hard to do that when you're just selling the same thing that they sell. So it's interesting. It's interesting. But yeah, with that being said, folks, we're going to end this video here. I thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on all of these Beyblades that you see here. What are you most excited for? When do you think they're going to launch? And what do you think about Hasbro's approach to the Beyblade Burst Surge Speedstorm? Do you think it's going to continue to be well? It's going to be good, bad, ugly? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Super excited to hear from you. And again, thank you so much for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. If you didn't like it, double tap the dislike button. I gotcha. I understand. And make sure you tell your grandma you love her. See ya.